Hey there, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm not going to be running any trains. I'm just going to be explaining how I keep them clean, how I keep the track clean, like dust-wise and all the black soot or gunk that gets on the tracks, how I keep that off. And I'm also going to be talking about how I keep them lubricated and what kind of smoke fluid I use. So, first thing I'm going to talk about is the track cleaning, how I keep the track clean. So what I use is, I buy this stuff from Model Train Stuff on their website. It's called Track and Rail Cleaner, Act 6006. Wait a minute, hold on. There we go. And the reason why I use this stuff is because, well, actually it says it. It says that it has, after you wipe the tracks, it leaves like a little protective film that helps the electricity get to the engine. And before this, I was using rubbing alcohol, and I really don't know what to believe with the story of rubbing alcohol, because the person at my model train store down the street says it's fine to use, but yet other people like Lionel says it can destroy the metal. And I really don't want to chance it, so I stopped using it and I found this. So this works really well. And then I just use paper towels. I take a square or rectangle and I soak the whole thing, and I fold it, and then I try to use as much of the paper towel as possible before it falls apart. And you have to be careful, because sometimes where the tracks connect, if it's not locked all the way, the paper towel can get caught in the joints of the track and it can rip. And that is a real pain to try to dig wet paper towel out of the hole in the track. Alright, next I'll talk about the lubricant. So this is what I use. I bought this from Amazon. You just type in, what did I type in? I want to say I typed in lubricant for model trains, and this popped up. Liquid bearings, 100% synthetic lubricant, and it seems to work pretty well. I've only used that much. This is my first bottle. I mean, it did stop the squeaking, so that's good. And then for the engines that have gears, I don't use that. I bought this from JT's Mega Steam. I use the gear bottle, and that also seems to work pretty well. But on the back, so there's 4 different bottles: medium, heavy, gear, and whatever NLGI2 means. So medium is for, it says, this medium viscosity conductive oil works well on larger motors, on large motor wicks. It's also an excellent light oil for garden railroads. Now the heavy one says works well on HO and larger motor, bearings, loco, valve, gear, linkages, etc. Heavy can also be used as a gear oil on N and smaller motors. The gear bottle says, our new gear oil is now 100% synthetic, extremely stable oil. A thin film will protect gears, ways, and sliding parts. It will not sling off. And then the NLGI2 says, it is a tacky, water-resistant lube that contains an optimum amount of PTFE, which cuts friction by 50% to increase lubricity. I can't pronounce that word. And this was only 28 bucks. Now the price could have changed. I got this I want to say 2 years ago. But yeah, I put the grease for the like for the side rods. I put it in every part that moves, and then for the for the axles and everything, I use the heavy in the 4-pack. Next, I'll talk about the one of the ways I keep the dust off the engines. Now, in a couple of my past videos, you'll notice that my engines are dusty, and that's because I lost, as in misplaced, the brushes I use to get the dust off. So today I finally went to the store and got more brushes. So what I use is, oh, let me see, makeup brushes, and I got these at Ocean State Job Lot. I got a pack of 3 brushes, double end, all of them, $3. I got a big brush, one, for $3, and then I got 2 mini brushes for $2.50. So that's not bad at all. And this is what they look like. So here are the 2 mini ones. That's good for getting in the small cracks and crevices. These are good for like the side of the boilers and the wheels. Hold on. And then this big one, I'm actually not quite sure what I could use that for. Probably like the top of rolling stock or buildings, or like my big box cars I have. And then when I'm done, I usually get a slightly damp paper towel and clean it with just water on the paper towel. No like solution or anything. And that usually gets the dust off. And finally, I'll talk about the smoke fluid. Now, when I first started this hobby, it was a real pain trying to get in the habit of not overflowing the smoke units. And Lionel knows me very well, because I would always send in an engine that the smoke unit stopped working. And the note that would come back about what the problem was, it would always say, in bold letters, "Do not overflow," with like a million exclamation points. So I'm pretty sure they know me. But I watched a YouTube video about, like, it varies on the engine. So, okay, let me back up. So each engine doesn't require 10 to 20 drops. Like my Lion Chief engines with the puffing smoke unit, they only require, what I found, 3 to 4 drops. Otherwise, it seems like it's too much and the smoke won't come out. As for the fan-driven smoke units, I usually take, this is the 8-ounce bottle, I think. So I usually fill the pipette about 3/4, and then I blow into the stack, and then that usually lasts for, I don't know, 15 minutes. So the 3 cents that I use are all from JT's Magazine. So I keep it simple. I don't like it complicated. So for the diesel engines, I use diesel power. And it's also realistic, so there's that. For the oil-fired steam engines I have, like the Big Boy and the Santa Fe Northern, I use oil-fired steam. And then for my coal-fired engines, steam engines, I use coal-fired. And then for like the whistle if I have an engine that has whistle steam, I'll just use unscented, because I don't think steam smells like anything. So, what I'll do now is, I just thought of this now, I'll go ahead and demonstrate the track cleaning process and show you how I do it, and then that'll be it. So give me 1 second and I will see you momentarily. Okay, so like I said before, I'm going to take a rectangle piece of paper towel. I fold it in half like this. Wait a minute, hold on. Whoa. Like that. And then I just soak it. Not so it's drowning, but just like enough so that when you pick it up it's not dripping. So it's not over saturated. There we go, that's the right word. And make sure you have like a let's see, something under it, because this tends to soak through onto the floor. So just enough. And then because I have scenery over here, I'll fold it again like that, and then all I do is just this. Now I bet you these are going to be wicked dirty because I have not cleaned these two tracks in what month are we in? July. Since the end of February. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised the engine's still run. So let's see how dirty these are. And then once this side is dirty, I just flip it over and use the other side of the paper towel. Oh yeah, that's filthy. Oh my. There we go. That is what happens. Oh my, that's actually pretty bad. And then if it's really dirty like that, I do it again in the same spot. Oh yeah, and something else that I found to be the case is I take, after I do the whole track, I take a dry paper towel and lightly go over it again. Yeah, see, that's the that's the second time. So what I do now is, I don't know why this happens, but if I don't dry off, I don't put a lot of pressure on it either. I just like drag it. So I find that if I don't dry off the track, the engines will have a hard time pulling the train. I've tried reducing the amount of cleaning solution I use, but that doesn't help. If anybody else uses this product and know what I'm doing wrong, could you let me know, please? Because that'd be pretty helpful. Because I'm also worried that when I dry it off, I'm wiping off that protective film. That's why I don't use a lot of pressure. So then I just now it's not perfect, but it's much better than the first time I did it. And then I just toss it in the garbage. Alright. That is it for this video. I'm gonna tell you something else. What was it? Oh yes, this is what I was gonna tell you. So I'm trying desperately to save up the money. I ordered the UP 412-2 number 9000, and it should be here. I think it said mid-August. But as of right now, I have COVID, which really sucks, and I can't go to work. So, there's that. But anyway, everybody cross your fingers that I get that engine. That's it. So, I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you do to your layout to keep it clean and happy. And for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, thank you for your support, and if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Anyway, that is it, and I will see you all next time.